You can use your phone. Like online is cool when you have tests, by the way. Like, you know, I'm not saying you have to
You are not
cheat.
promoting cheating.
No, I'm not. I'm not. Like, I'm not promoting cheating. But, you know, what I'm saying, like, you know, sometimes things is hard, but online is better, you know?
Yeah. Hi everyone, my name is Ongwanyota Itabello and I'm a co-host of Emo Talk Show, and this is where we talk about all the taboo topic. We literally talk about everything. And I just want to say congratulations of the class of 2022, whether you just finished high school or college. It's not an easy time for everybody. Some people are undecided of what they want to study in college, and some people are just home and not knowing what to do. And today episode we'll be talking about now what's next after high school, after college, and we have two guests that will be helping us just talk a little bit on that topic. And do you mind introducing yourself?
Hi, my name is Itabello, and I just graduated high school about a week ago. And
Hi, and thank you for having me over here. My name is Enoch, aka Congo Cash, whatever the names, slash fashion, slash Instagram, follow me, all this stuff. So, yeah, I'm just glad to be here and spend this, you know, nice, nice time to, you know, to have this conversation. You know, we don't have it most of the time in our community, and yeah, I'm grateful. Thank you.
So Furaha, are you going to college or you are undecided?
I'm going to college. I'll be going to Iowa State University, and I'm going for a psychology major. And I always wanted to work with people, but like I wasn't sure of what I wanted to do. But at least about 2 years ago, that's like I think I'm gonna do psychology since I want to be a therapist, and I can look in our community. We don't have not anybody that I know that is a therapist, and I know a lot of our people struggle with mental health, but like we don't talk about it. Nobody's there to help us. So I'm like, I want to help, but like, how do I do it? So, and go to college is like one step of helping my people.
That's really nice. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And do you mind telling us, are you in college? You just graduated? Are you in military? Or what do you do?
Well, uh, I'm done with college, as your show saying. What's next? So I just graduated with not college, university. So yeah, and now I'm just proud of myself first before, because most of the
Yeah.
time, as we know, Congolese diaspora, if you finish college, it's like parent, they're so happy. But most of the time, for me, it's just like I take it by myself. Like I'm proud of myself graduating
huge.
from college, and yeah.
So what did you study in college?
Well, I studied a lot. Like if I wanna kind of, you know,
Take us through the whole thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was doing business in general, but I was kind of focused on two major. I was doing double major, by the way,
Wow.
entrepreneur and foreign currency. So yeah, that's what I was. I graduated with, you know, a major in. Yeah.
And what was your experience like being an immigrant and being in college?
Being an immigrant and being in college. Yo, that's a tough question. Like, I don't know how to answer that, but I'll try. I'll try. First of all, it's just like being an immigrant is not something really tough, but it's just like change the dialect, like
Yeah.
change the language, you know, because I was born where I speak French Monday to next Monday.
Monday.
Yeah, so and I speak Swahili, like, you know. So but when it came like, okay, you in this area, you have to switch it to English where there's no kind of the verb is short, and it was just tough for me, like, you know. But we just make it, you know. It's just like you have just to keep it, and as long as you know exactly what you're doing. And our parents, you know, I want to take shout out to all African parents. So
Yeah.
all African parents, because sometimes we take things for granted, but they're just
Yeah.
there to push us, like, and
Always.
I really love it. And yeah, that's
That's Yeah, congratulations again.
Thank you,
And
thank
we're
you.
all proud of you because this is not something that we see happening a lot.
Yeah.
Many people are starting college and just drop out because they either didn't know what they wanted to study in and they just, I'm trying, and they'll just go to majors,
Yeah.
and it get hard because you're also spending money on the classes
That's
that
true.
you are failing.
Yeah.
And time too.
And time
Yeah.
as well, yes. So being undecided and not knowing what to do is pushing a lot of people back from going to college, and
Yeah.
seeing people like you who are finishing, it's a really great thing to see. And congratulations again.
Thank you. Thank you.
So Fura, how was it like being in high school during the pandemic?
This is pandemic.
Because that's when a lot of people were suffering through mental illness and no one was talking about it, and it was tough for most people, especially
That pandemic is
being in high
everybody
school.
passed through
Yes,
that pandemic,
and
right?
especially being in high school and in
Yeah.
college as well. Were you in college at the time?
Yeah. Pandemic touched me when I was in juniors, sophomore. Yeah, sophomore.
Yeah, it was definitely tough, like super hard. And I remember I was a sophomore going to my junior year. Like as all we know, a junior year is like one of the toughest year in high school.
Yeah.
That's where you have to take an ACT, whatever. It's like a lot going on. It was so hard. Like for me, I'm somebody who like I'm always around people.
Yeah.
I'm used being in sports at school, or I'll volunteer. Like things that I do involves people. Like when the pandemic came, I was always in the house, and it wasn't easy because like I know now I have to deal with just me.
And your family.
Yes, which is not kind of
Something that
good,
you
like
used to.
yeah.
Yeah.
So just that house environment wasn't good for me, my mental health, and it kind of and I know it wasn't just for me, but like
A lot of people.
yeah, a lot of
Yeah.
people went through it, and it kind of made me realize like I don't know if I'll be able to do this. Start questioning a lot of things.
So
But
how was I'm not trying to catch you, but how was
Yeah.
it exactly like? Because it's kind of we're facing kind of different, even though it's the all like the all country American country
Yeah.
was going through the pandemic, but it was like some states it was like there was not that really focus on the requirements of the
Yeah.
pandemic. So how was it y'all guys on the east side, right? On
Is
the
it
west?
Midwest?
Midwest,
This is
yeah.
the Midwest.
Oh,
How
yeah.
was it to y'all guys like?
But here we had to stop going to school. We had to have school online, which is like school is in your house, and for some of us, like in the house, it's somewhere like no, you
No,
can't,
Yeah.
So it was just so hard. Like there's no time for me to focus with school. Like
So you're
I had
teaching
to-
yourself?
Yeah, pretty much.
So would you say you like the environment that you have? You have the ability to just use your phone. Was that something that was more of like a benefit, or would you say that you learn better online or in person?
In person, because I feel like when we're online, I wasn't disciplined. I was just like, okay, I'm home.
Just
I'm
go
in my
home.
house. I can do whatever I feel like doing and just close my computer anytime I feel like doing so. So it wasn't good for me or my learning abilities. So I prefer the in person.
Yeah, in person is better because you can also ask a question.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if I'm myself, but I learn better when I'm looking at someone like this. And then I feel
But now
yeah,
I'm used to online, so.
you're used to online.
Yep.
How is that like for you?
Well, cause online.
Procrastination.
No, I don't know. Just
and-
because in college, right now it's like, college sometimes. I'm not trying to make you scared. College
Right.
is a different way.
It
Like, I'm not trying to say loud. People can hear me. They're scared. It's tough,
It
but
is.
you can have fun.
Yeah.
But make sure your 2 feet is on the ground.
yeah.
Because college is your time, everything is on you. So yeah, so by like college, like being in college, like moving to in class online is like it's kind of a big shift moment.
is,
So I had my little brother who was going through that moment. Then one day he walked into my room, they tell me like, you know what? I think I won't graduate from high school. Then I was like, you ain't got no choice. The only thing. So what was? Did you think exactly you can graduate? Like I'm trying to know exactly.
For me,
Yeah.
I thought about dropping out. Actually, I kind of
wow.
did. Because
Oh.
there's just times I won't open my computer at all. Like, and that's where school is, or just, no, I'm not doing this. Cause like we're used on being school in person. We're like, you can just the teacher will be teaching. You can make a face and the teacher like, okay, so why are you making that face?
Are you okay?
You know,
What's going on?
They'll ask the questions like. If we're on a computer, we don't have to put our faces on there. Like they won't see our.
You can open and just slide on this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was pretty like I could just do whatever.
Yeah.
I don't want people to ask me questions, but they're not doing that. It was just so weird. Like
So,
when we're in the classroom, we can look around, you see codes, whatever.
And
my
colors.
room is super blank. It's like I just see clothes. You know, it's just
research said that colors help help people, you know, learn better, and then you get all these things.
Yeah.
So how long did you kind of drop that?
So I did the online thing for the first semester, but for the second one, I didn't do it. So that was during my junior year. I didn't go to school in the second semester of my junior year.
You started. Wow.
So I just waited until when we went back to school when I was already a senior.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah, so I had to retake the classes for my junior year.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then you graduated on time.
I did.
Oh, wow.
So, first of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
How was that like? Because now you have to be like you're taking double classes and then it's a lot going on. You have to leave home, you have to be in school and all that. How was that like?
It wasn't easy. And if anybody says it was easy, they're lying. Or, I don't know, they have superpowers. Yeah. But it was hard. But at the same time, I had to make priorities on what I do. I had to stop working because I was working in school, going to school at the same time. I had to stop working. And knowing
you was working in high school?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Knowing that, like, okay, now I'm a senior. This is my last year in high school. I don't want to go to high school for 5 years, so I need to add the work.
Yeah.
And, like, it's always hard to ask for help, but I had to do that. Like, and especially it's me. I know myself, like I'm used to being asked for somebody else asking me for help, but
not you.
I had to switch. Yeah, I had to switch the roles and asking other people to help me out because I had to work harder, not just harder.
Extra, yes.
Because I already know that I didn't do so good in my junior year, so I had to stay after schools, sleeping super late.
Wow.
Yeah.
So everybody passed that, like, you know.
Yeah.
Once in a while.
Yeah.
And let's talk about procrastination because that thing will always, if you are procrastinating, you will not have graduated on time. And then if you're doing school online and then you're procrastinating, then you will not have graduated. Yeah. So how did you guys manage? How do you not procrastinate? Because it's just not easy.
For me, it's just knowing what I want to do. That keeps me like keep moving.
Going.
Yeah, because I know my mental health was bad. It was terrible, and I know the feeling. I know how it feels like just being down, not wanting to do anything.
Nothing.
I don't want anybody to feel that. That's why I'm like, you know what? I need to get up and get my stuff together. You know, I need to. If it's school, I need to get it done. So I can help people. I don't want them to feel the way that I felt. So you know, so that's literally
what you went through.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh wow. For me, it's just like, you know, like she said, where she mentioned the point, like, you know exactly what you're up to, and you know exactly what you want to do. You know, you cannot just be in there. You know, the system is there.
Yeah.
Corona or not, online or not, but you won't have your degree. You won't have it. You know, so it's like, for me, it was kind of a part where I was just like, let me boost myself a little bit up, because if we're trying to follow, because this pandemic is gonna send us to kind of what should I call it? Like they call it in French like retrait. You know, it's like you'll be late about something you're trying to achieve in life. So if you use this pandemic to boost yourself, probably you can get, you know, you can reach and graduate the way you're supposed to graduate. And yeah, that's all it was. My motivation is like focus on what you have to do first. It's like, what's the goal exactly?
For me, I didn't really go through the whole pandemic, like learning online, because at the time, my college that I was in, we did finish in April. And then at the time school was closed, I already finished all my work. I only had like 3 Zoom meetings. So I don't know how it's like being online, but I know how it's like now wanting to touch my laptop, now wanting
online
to do
is
anything.
Cool. I'm telling you, online is cool. If you can use your phone, like online is cool when you have tests, by the way. Like, you know, I'm not saying you have to
You are not
cheat.
promoting cheating.
No, I'm not. Like, I'm not promoting cheating. But, you know, what I'm saying, like, you know, sometimes things is hard, but online is better. You know?
Yeah.
For
You
me
know,
too.
but I didn't say that. You know. Yeah.
For some reason, I feel like online would have been better if I knew how to use my time or like just working
Yeah.
alone. But like, remember, I was a sophomore. And like I'm used being in class, the teacher told me, okay, it's now time to do this and this. Or if I'm at home, my parents would do the same thing, like reminding me, okay, now it's time to do this and that. But it was just a sudden change, you know. It just came up out of the blue. Now I have to do everything on my own. I have to push myself to wake up, open
So
the
it
computer,
was like a type of
you know?
it was just like a type of college already. They give you
Yeah, like she's been
like
like
way past some steps,
so
you know.
yeah. Also, I can use kind of my experience that I have, like, you know, with online things, like you just know exactly like, okay, I have to do this assignment, but it came on some point where you realize like, okay, since it's online, I cannot do it. You know, I can just be like, let me wait until so I can do later than using. Especially we're not going to school. There's no attendance, all this stuff. So, like, so I was like, okay, let me just do it later. But on some time you realize like, okay, you miss all these assignments. Especially when you check your school email, you see like 11:59. You already miss it. Then you just be like, come on, why do I have to miss all this stuff? And also it was kind of like, I don't know with other university, but we know exactly in Georgia with university in Georgia, like some teacher that was like kind of tracking you, like they go online, like they check your, like if you read it, you study.
Wow.
Then I was like, no man, I'm not trying to do that. Like
I'm busy.
I can't do those stuff. Like show me the test, send me an email like about the test. I'll do the test and then that's it. But also it was kind of bad. Like I can say some other classes, like I feel like I didn't get exactly the grade that you wanted. The grade that I wanted. Yeah, but who cares? I got a degree.
So are you like a last minute person that you submit all the job, all the work the last minute, or you just do it as soon as it's posted on
the last minute is just like do it to pass.
Yeah.
Don't do it to understand it. If you want to understand it when you fail, that's how you're trying to understand. But as right now, you're not trying to take again 50 questions. Just do it. A, B, C, 1, A, B, C, 3. So you just do it. But then it was it was bad experience. So if I can share the experience of my young brother, since we talk about high school, with like my young brother was like, I was feeling bad and depressed because I always work with youth too. Like they trying to explain me exactly. I can't do it. I cannot wake up in the morning, sit on my laptop. Either I'm playing games, I can do it. Nah, the teacher talking to me, I can't do it. Then I was like, you know, it's a tough moment. Everybody's passing through this stuff. Like workers, president, they are passing those moments. So you have just to keep it up. So it was like, I can say not college that much because college student already been used with computer, like all this meeting. But high school was tough. It was tough for them. Then I really, really appreciate for all this graduating in high school.
Because they went through the pandemic. So did you knew what you wanted to study in college you started? Or when it's something that you had when you were young and you're like, I want to do this when I grow up?
Yeah, since back home, like people may see me like crazy, since back home, like I knew exactly what I want to do because now I can't. Let me say it, I just love my dad, my parents, but let me say it out there. Because the reason why I want to do whatever I'm doing, because I didn't like exactly why my parents engage in politics, all this stuff. So I wanted to do something against, like something can go differently on the different in the way with politics, but I can come to help people, So it's like I decide to do businesses because I know exactly, like you live in the house when your parents know exactly, okay, my son just graduated from college, now he's gonna do exactly what I want him to do. Then you wake up yourself in the morning like, I don't think I can do what my dad wants to do. I'll do what I have to do. Then you became a rebel to your parents, So for me, I knew that.
I really like that. So what advice would you give to someone who's like currently struggling? So there's some people finishing high school and their parents are like, nah, you can go to college. Or the parents are like, you can go to this college, not this one, or you can study this, you cannot start this. What advice would you give to someone going through something like that?
Okay, let's be honest, right? The advice I can give it to you, first of all, I can mention that I'm a Christian. Respect your parents
Amen.
and like understand your parent and give them all they deserve. But when it came to your choice,
Your
do
life.
what you feel like is good for you. Because
about
when you're
you.
gonna pass through situation, mom and dad will tell you like, passing through those situations is gonna be better than that. So it just depends on you. Like respect your parent. Just be polite to your parents. Because I know this kid right now, they be just shaking your head like. So, but just respect your parent. But follow your dream. Just know exactly what you wanna do. Not wasting time. Just know exactly what you wanna do and go for it. Don't. On dit en français, n'hésite pas. Like don't tâtonner. Like just
Yes.
go for it. Yeah.
They will understand. And to just pick back on that, so for Furaha, there's people who are probably a junior in high school or someone that already graduated.
Yeah.
You are going to a university. And would you tell us the process, like how did you receive the help of applying financial aid, and throughout the whole process, did you have a mentor, a coach, and what would you tell someone who's like, I don't want to go to college, I don't know what I want to do. What advice would you give to someone going through that?
The first thing that I would say, like, it's okay not knowing what to do, because like that's just life. There's always a point of like you don't know what to do.
Uncertainty.
Yeah, and something that I would like to let people know is that like it's okay to ask for help. Go out there and ask for help. It's so okay, and there are people willing to help you. And like just really know your circle. Who's around you? Those people matters a lot.
Yeah.
And for me, I had mentors, I had counselors. A lot of people that are around me, like they really do care. And it's like for me reaching out, like okay, I need help with this and that. Just I'm among the first generation of people going to college, so like there's a lot of new things that I didn't know. So asking for help was one of the ways to do so. And yeah, like just don't stop. People care.
Literally, and there's something a lot of us. It's like it's a disease that we have. Feel like if I come, hey Fura, so you're going to this school. How I wanna go to, but I'm like afraid, or I have this feeling of like you will look down on me. So a lot of us just have this ego and pride that it's eating us from going into being successful and just living a life that we want.
I can say like sometimes it depends on your pocket. Financial aid. Like you cannot try to compare with someone when you have $10 and the person have $100.
Right.
Yes,
So you cannot add to that $10 zero. No, it just depends what you have and what college direction you got. Because there is hope and financial aid or this program to help, but it's just like you gotta know exactly like school with the system of American school is just like it's different. When you start new like freshmen, they can have your financial aid, but when your GPA drops, your financial aid is dropping too. So it's like I think people have, especially in African diaspora, they have to change the mentality. Like if someone go to this school or someone did this, or I have to follow the person. No, just be you.
Yeah.
Just be yourself and do what you have to do in the right way. You'll be fine. You know?
Yeah.
And just adding to what Enoke said, is like you have to be yourself.
Yep.
And especially in life, making decisions. First of all, you have to be honest with you. Like, what do I really want to do in life? Don't look at somebody else. People have different goals. Your goal is not mine. Mine is not yours. So you have to be honest with yourself. Like, okay, this is what I want to do. And okay, from what I want to do, what school goes with what I want to do. You know? Yeah, just from there, keep on going.
And
Stop looking at people.
Be real with yourself. Like, check yourself in the mirror and be like, okay, can I do this, you know?
Right.
So
that's very true, because obviously college is not for everyone, and a lot of us, we grew up in places where knowing that you are good at something is not a thing. We were never exposed to books that you can see a character that you can relate to, and I want to be like this person, or just be exposed that like your parent or someone that you know is doing something that's really big, and then that's why a lot of us, you're even in high school, and then you're just willing to just graduate. You don't even care about your GPA or nothing, and that's holding a lot of people back. And then we have to understand that college is not for everyone. Just like this water, I might look at it as, oh, I want to drink this water. Another person might look at this water and like, oh, I can make fufu with this water. So And that another person can see this one and I want to water this flower, because we all have different perspective and different views of one thing. So, and in college, for some people, it's discovering who you really are and knowing what your passion is. And then when we're talking about not what that you're finishing high school, not what that you're finishing college, not what that you are thinking about being an entrepreneur, starting a business, just doing something with your life, not what. It's a hard question, it's challenging, but there's always a solution, because someone that you know knows someone that will know someone that will take you to someone that knows someone. And
just be open up.
Yeah, you have to talk, because I might know this person. If I don't share my talent, something that I'm passionate, something that I want to do, they will not introduce me to someone they know that can help me. And because we are trying to be successful, not to talk about the American dream, but just having a life that you can afford, we have to be open. You're in high school, reach out to your counselors, reach out to someone that you know that just graduated high school and you know they had a good GPA and some good money for college. Reach out to them and tell them, I want to do this, and they will guide you. And even when we talk about college, it's not every college that's good for the major that you're going into. So how do you reach out to the people that studying what you're studying in, and you have to reach out. So for the things that we have to remember is asking for help, finding a mentor, and being real with yourself. What do I want to do? What's something that I'm good at? What's something that I can do for the rest of my life, like eating, you know? What's that something that you can always do and not feel tired? And that's what some people might call a purpose.
Yeah, what's my weakness, you know?
Yes, what's something that I'm not good at? What's something that I hate?
Right.
So before we finish, what advice would you give to just people who are watching? Any random advice? Whether about school, college, life, money.
You can start.
Like advice I can say, especially I'm really interested into guys, boys every time, you know. So by playing basketball, I see those kids see me like, hey, I want to play basketball, I want to do things like you. But the advice I don't know about females most of the time, but I focus on the boys. If you're there, please, your sister can watch this episode. Just give it to your little brother for this advice. Like, please, things is killing us, like young people, young men in America. It's just the street. Yeah. Please.
You don't belong there.
Stay out of the street. Know exactly who you are and know your family background. That's gonna help you. That's it. Because if you wanna do something like someone else, because you see someone else driving crazy or someone else start driving Tesla, all this stuff, those stuff is still there. It's still going.
Always be there. Something better than Tesla.
Yep.
Always gonna keep coming, and you can't have it.
Yep. Stay out of the street and focus on your dream. Just focus on your dream. Don't hesitate. Just focus on it. There's no failing. There was just learning out there.
Yeah. It's very true.
That was a good advice. And mine will be like, for anybody really, reach out for help. It's okay to ask for help. Like, I don't know, you can be like, okay, people will underestimate me, people will see me this and that. Like, no, but it's about you. You want to better up yourself. So reach out for help and take care of yourself, especially your mental health. Take care of your mental health. Once your mental health is at peace, everything will flow good. So
literally.
Also,
mental illness is real.
Also, be professional. Yep.
Always.
Be professional. Because you never know who's going to meet in front of you. You'll never know. Opportunity just came like this. Especially we know exactly this land is the land of opportunities. So you just have to be not professional by dressing, but the way you talk, what you're saying, just watch your tongue. You know, even the Bible says before you talk, turn your tongue like how many times? 7 to 75 times, you know? So,
Okay, so thank you guys so much for being with us throughout this time, and make sure you like and subscribe. Please share to your friends. And if people want to find you on Instagram, they have a question or anything, how can they find you?
Well, most of the time it's just like I want to tell people like I'm not just doing business like in general, because most of the people just say I'm doing business. They don't know exactly what business is doing. So my business is Congo Cash, name Congo Cash LLC, Congo Cash. So what I'm doing is just I'm online brands. I have a brand, so my brand is basic to the foundation. So I'm helping kids back home. So by selling merchandise, so we're helping kids back home to go to school and to survive, you know.
Yes.
So people can go through Instagram, they can see Congo Cash. Congo Cash is my business, and I'm the CEO of Congo Cash. Not just Congo Cash, also the foundation behind it. And
Nice.
also, yeah, in fashion too. Doing fashion,
So,
like
what type of clothes do you sell?
the type of clothes I'm selling is like the tracksuit
Ooh.
and the hoodie. Especially I know on this side, your guys, winter time.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
It's bad.
yeah. And some people can, you know, can join, can ask the question. Our design, our office is open 24 hours. So anytime
Okay.
you can go on the link. Everything is already set up on the link, so you can see exactly what we're doing. Yeah, thank you.
That's very nice.
Yeah.
And Madam,
Um,
how can people find you?
for me, people can follow me on Instagram by Fura Echa. And I don't really do anything on there, just having fun, looking at people looking cute. And I'll start posting soon too, so you can come and just look how cute I look. And yeah, that's pretty much about it.
And then how about you start talking about mental health on your page, because you don't really do things.
Actually, that's a good thing. I would think about that, and I think it's something that I would love to do. And by the way, take care of your mental health. Mental illness is real, and don't ignore it. There's a lot of people struggling out there. Reach out for help. Take care of your mental health. Take care of yourself. I don't care if you're younger, older, a child, a baby, whatever you is, you need to take care of yourself,
Yeah.
especially mentally.
Yeah.
That's true.
You
Yeah.
can't just say pray about it. You also have to put in the work.
Yes.
Of course,
So-
of course.
Thank you so much for being with us throughout this whole time, and welcome again. So do not forget to subscribe and like, and please share this to your friends and family so they can learn one thing or two or even three. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Have a great day.